Good day, my friends. I want to talk to you today about something that can determine the course of your life, your personal boundaries. There are things in life that must be guarded, things that should never be handed out carelessly. We live in a time where people share everything on social media, in conversations, even with those who have not earned the right to hear it. But wisdom teaches us that not everything is for public consumption. There are 5 things you must never share with anyone if you want to protect your purpose, your destiny, and your peace. Your vision is your seed. It is delicate, and just like a seed, it must be planted in the right environment, at the right time, and nurtured carefully before it can grow into its full potential. If you expose a seed too soon, before it has taken root, it will wither, be trampled on, or be stolen. This is why wisdom teaches us that our greatest dreams must be protected until they are strong enough to withstand opposition. History and scripture show us that many people lost their destiny not because they lacked potential, but because they shared their vision with the wrong people at the wrong time. Take Joseph as an example. He had a dream that he would one day rise to a position of power, but he made the mistake of sharing it with his brothers, who were not ready to handle it. Instead of celebrating his vision, they became envious, conspired against him, and sold him into slavery. Why? Because not everyone around you can handle the weight of what you are carrying. The truth is, some people will misunderstand your dream and others will oppose it simply because it does not align with their own expectations. When you share your dreams too soon, you invite unnecessary opposition, doubt, and discouragement. People will project their own fears onto you, telling you what cannot be done, not because it is impossible, but because they cannot see themselves doing it. If you listen to them, you will begin to question what you once believed with certainty. Think of an architect who draws blueprints for a magnificent building. If he shows those blueprints to someone who has no vision, that person may say, "This will never work," simply because they cannot see the finished structure. But the architect knows that a great building begins with an unseen plan. Your dream is the same. It starts as an invisible blueprint inside you, and you must guard it until it begins to take shape. Sharing your vision prematurely can also attract the wrong kind of attention. Some people are dream killers. They do not want to see you rise above them. Others, even unintentionally, can bring distractions, unnecessary opinions, or even try to take ownership of what you conceived in your spirit. Some will try to manipulate your vision for their own benefit, while others may try to convince you to alter or abandon it altogether. This is why great leaders and visionaries learn to move in wisdom, sharing only what is necessary and only with those who can nurture, encourage, and strengthen them. Even when you do share your vision, you must discern who is worthy of hearing it. Not everyone has the capacity to see what you see. Some people need to see evidence before they believe. True visionaries believe before they see. Nurture their dream in silence, working in the background until the right moment comes for it to be revealed. This is why the greatest achievements in history often come as a surprise to the great minds. Because the dream will be first, while others will doubt it. Let me tell you this, every great movement, every revolutionary idea, every breakthrough in history began in the heart of someone who had a discipline to protect it. They must be safeguarded, built in quiet confidence, and revealed only when the foundation is strong enough to sustain it. Every person has weaknesses. No one is exempt. No matter how strong, intelligent, or successful someone appears to be, there are areas in their life where they struggle. Weaknesses are a part of being human. But wisdom teaches us that while we all have them, not everyone should know about them. Who you share your vulnerabilities with determines whether you will be strengthened or destroyed. Many people have fallen, not because of their weakness itself, but because they entrusted it to the wrong person. Some individuals collect the weaknesses of others like weapons, waiting for the perfect moment to use them against them. They will listen to your struggles, not out of genuine concern, but as a way to gain leverage over you. When the time comes, they will expose your flaws to discredit, humiliate, or control you. History is filled with stories of people who were betrayed by those they once trusted. It is not the weakness itself that is the problem, but the wrong person knowing about it. One of the greatest mistakes you can make is assuming that gossip. The moment you share your weakness with the wrong person, you give them power over you. Look at the story of Samson, a man of great strength. His power was unmatched, but his weakness was his desire for the wrong relationships. He confided in Delilah, believing that she truly cared for him. But Delilah was not interested in Samson's well-being. She was working for his enemies. She asked him repeatedly about the source of his strength, and each time he played with the truth until, finally, he told her his secret. The moment he did, his strength was taken and he was captured by those who sought to destroy him. His downfall was not because of his weakness alone, but because he entrusted it to someone who was not worthy of knowing it. If Samson had protected his secret, he would not have been defeated, but he mistook Delilah's persistence for love and loyalty, and it cost him everything. Many people have experienced similar betrayals. They opened up about their struggles to someone they believed they could trust, only to later realize that person was working against them all along. This is why wisdom teaches us to test the character of a person before revealing too much of ourselves. Even among friends, you must exercise caution. Some friendships are seasonal, and what is shared in confidence today may be used as ammunition tomorrow. People change, circumstances shift, and someone who was once close to you may not always remain so. The deepest wounds often come from those we once trusted the most. That is why you must be intentional about who you allow into your inner world. Some people deserve access to your wisdom, but not to your wounds. This is not to say that you should carry your burdens alone. There are times when we need wise counsel, someone who can encourage and uplift us. But the key is in choosing the right people, individuals who have proven their integrity, who have no hidden agenda, and who genuinely desire to see you overcome, not remain stuck in your struggle. A true confidant will cover you, pray for you, and offer guidance without judgment or betrayal. They will not exploit your pain, but will help you navigate through it. When you know this truth, you become more careful with your words. You stop seeking validation from the wrong places and learn to protect what is vulnerable within you. Weaknesses, when handled correctly, can become areas of strength, but only when they are managed with wisdom. Be mindful of who you allow into the private chambers of your heart, for not everyone is worthy of access. In life, one of the greatest mistakes you can make is revealing your plans too soon. There is a time to speak and a time to remain silent, a time to reveal and a time to conceal. Wisdom is knowing when to move in silence and when to announce what has been accomplished. Many people have lost opportunities, been sabotaged, or faced unnecessary opposition because they shared their next move before it was fully in motion. Every great strategy requires secrecy. A builder does not announce every step of construction before the foundation is set. A general does not reveal his battle plans before the war has begun. A farmer does not go out telling the world about the seed he has just planted. Why? Because in the early stages, things are fragile. A plan that is still forming is vulnerable to attack. When you speak too soon, you expose yourself to unnecessary resistance, doubt, and interference. Some people will intentionally work against you once they know what you are building. They will undermine your progress, create obstacles, or even try to take your ideas and claim them as their own. Not everyone is happy about your growth, and not everyone who smiles at you wants to see you succeed. Some people are comfortable with where you are because it makes them feel superior. The moment they sense you are about to rise, they will do everything they can to keep you where you are. If they don't know your next move, they cannot stop it. Even those with good intentions can unintentionally bring harm. When you share your plans with people who lack vision, they will project their fears onto you. They will tell you why it won't work, why it's too risky, why you should wait, and why you should settle for less. They are not trying to hurt you, they are simply speaking from their own limitations. But if you allow their words to take root, you will begin to doubt what you once believed. What was once a clear goal will suddenly seem impossible, not because it is, but because you let the wrong voices influence your thinking. There is also the danger of speaking too soon and failing to deliver. When you announce your next move prematurely, you create unnecessary pressure. If things do not go as planned, you will have to answer questions you were never meant to answer. People will begin to expect results before the foundation has been laid, and this can cause stress, discouragement, and even embarrassment. Many people abandon great ideas, not because they lack the ability to succeed, but because they spoke too soon and felt the weight of public expectation before they were ready. Silence is a powerful weapon. It allows you to work without distraction, to move without interference, and to progress without resistance. It gives you time to develop, to plan, and to prepare without external pressure. The greatest achievements in history were often accomplished in silence. By the time people saw the results, the work was already done. The noise came after the success, not before it. Look at how nature operates. A tree does not announce when it is about to bear fruit. It simply grows in silence, drawing strength from the soil, reaching toward the sun, and when the time is right, the fruit appears. But before anyone sees the fruit, There was a process of unseen growth. In the same way, your plans must be nurtured in the unseen, protected from unnecessary exposure, so that when the time comes, they will be strong enough to be revealed. There is wisdom in discretion. There is power in moving in silence. There is strength in keeping your plans between you and God until they are ready to be seen. Many people have lost what they were building because they spoke too soon. Many dreams have been delayed because they were exposed too early. Many opportunities have been stolen because they were shared with the wrong people. The fewer people who know your next move, the fewer obstacles you will have to overcome before you get there. Friends, wisdom is the ability to know what to share and what to protect. Your dreams, your struggles, and your next steps are sacred. Guard them well, and you will walk in purpose, protected from unnecessary battles. Thank you.